My name is Maurice Woods, and I am a graphic designer. Design for me culminates from a lot of different places. Design is really about a process of thinking creatively and critically about how to solve something in a way that not only makes sense to people, but produces a solution to a problem. I was born in Richmond, California, and that's where I'm from, and I was always tall, and that was, one of the things in my neighborhood that everybody was doing was sports and music. Once I got into basketball, I started growing a lot more. I was a lot taller than everybody else, so it became sort of more of a viable career option for me. It allowed me to get a scholarship to play basketball at the University of Washington. And through that scholarship at the University of Washington, that's how I got exposed to design. I had experienced 2 years playing basketball that I came to the realization that I probably wasn't going to make it to the NBA. Me and my mother, we were sitting down and I was telling her I didn't know what I wanted to do. And we were just searching through different majors, and she said, "What about graphic design? You used to like to draw when you were a kid," and I did used to like to draw. So I ended up going back to graduate school, and that's really how I transitioned from basketball to graphic design. I generally work in both mediums, both handwritten stuff, drawing, and then also software like Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, InDesign, all those different programs. Oftentimes, especially when I'm working in print, I try to get away from the computer and I end up doing a lot of sketching. Sketching is really the best way to develop ideas. They think that the computer can enhance their creativity and it's faster and it's more efficient. I just find that the best ideas come when you're able to sit down, you're able to sketch, and you're able to sketch a lot of different things, and you get ideas on the table, and the computer is really a tool for manifesting those ideas. The Inneract Project specifically is a program that I started in 2004. The premise behind the program is, simply put, to educate young people and the community about careers in design. What we try to do with this program very hard is to give young people a sense of what it means to be a designer and how designers can use their skills in this world.
How long did it take you to do that?
Like a long time. We were just doodling. That's all.
You doodle too? Let me see yours.
Also let them see and feel like what it's like to be on a college campus, which is really important, especially for middle school kids that are all sort of from underprivileged areas. One of the skills that helped me from basketball that I took into design was teamwork. I'm used to being able to be on teams where there's a lot of compromise that needs to be made, and on teams where you're working on designs together, you're all submitting certain things and you're getting feedback. You need to be flexible. I want to be remembered for giving back to the community and giving back to young people and being able to use the skills that I have to develop a younger person to be better. I get more joy out of that than any project I work on.